also today with a new live stream. This live stream is gonna be, of course, specialized for your special request because, of course, yesterday we had a long main list. Today we're gonna have a very short one, and we're gonna spend the time, most of it, of course, for your special requests. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Shafi, Danny, and Ted. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Tech Info. Welcome, bro. Yes, we gonna do also all of that. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. I hope you are doing also well. We're gonna see Plume, right? Yeah, Medflow. Welcome to the live stream too. And yeah, we're gonna do all of it, guys. So let's start writing the special request here. So we have SUI is already in the main list. That's great, Shafi. We have WIF. Wow, yeah, we missed WIF, for example, yesterday. So we're gonna have one for WIF today. What else, Satran? Virtual again. Yes, let's do also a virtual analysis. What? Hope you're doing good. I'm good, man. Thank you. Can you please cover fifth wave targets for virtual? And if after the first big wave is completed, will there be a following wave 2 and 3 towards the upside? You're very welcome, bro. We're gonna see this, of course. Nice to see you too, Ted. Thank you, bro. And SPX and 6,900. Okay. SPX 6,900 and Tech Info also. All right, could you please review Plume? All right, let's put Plume as well. And okay, all right, Medflow WLD. All right, and near, interesting near, by the way, ONDO and BONK. Welcome, Lorenzo. Nice new name on the chat. Welcome, bro. Welcome to the channel. I think maybe you're new to the channel or not, but I think it's the first time I read your name. No, welcome, bro. Vet. All right. VChain. Let's see VChain as well. Vitotas. Welcome as well, bro, to the live stream. So let's start, guys, with the main for Bitcoin, and I choose those today as a main list. That because, of course, the SUI FET render are very bullish, and we're gonna see what is gonna happen for this week. JASMY is in as well. MT, welcome, bro. All right, so let's start with it. So on Bitcoin, as you might see, as you might have seen, of course, we saw a little bit lower prices, and of course the scenarios here are the following. So we have potentially right now several scenarios unfolding here. One is bullish, one is sideways, one is bearish. So yeah, very critical a little bit and unpredictable, because of course for the bullish you might be in three ways zigzag for a wave 1. You might be in a correction for a wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, hitting the blue box perfectly in confluence with the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this blue box is taken from the wave 1 here, based on the wave 3, to give us, of course, this target for a wave 5. So this will meet perfectly with the wave 5 as diagonal. Yeah, so we're gonna see, and it's gonna be very close to the 1-to-1 Fib level. Now it's gonna overshoot it a little bit. That is already as well potentially expected to be overshooting. And yeah, but the only thing that we have to be careful with it, what we get here as an ending diagonal, we have to be careful from this scenario because it is very tricky. Medflow can confirm this. I never forget this Medflow with Solana. If you remember, this ending diagonal can transform to a leading diagonal. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The possibility can be, yeah. Now it's very rare to happen, but it can happen, guys. Okay, so this is what I would like to mention. If this happened, therefore, of course, this will be your wave 5. Meaning we have to consider 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, because your wave 3 is very, very short, because your wave 3 is shorter than wave 1, potentially, you're gonna get a very shorter wave 5, meaning shorter than the wave 3, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, then ABC toward the downside for a wave 2. Okay, and that is the overshooting that we might have. Yes, here we go, Matt Flo. Yeah, this is the most trickiest scenario that it might happen, like finishing and ending diagonal. By the way, it also happened to me KG as well. It happened to me. I went out of the trade, took the profit, and then boom, explosion. I was like, yeah, all right, thank you. Yeah, POPCAT. Let's see POPCAT as well today. Very interesting. Arthur, welcome, bro. Welcome. Yes, we're gonna see POPCAT. Solana, yes, this was on Solana, exactly what happened. So this is a most tricky scenario that we might, of course, have in 5 ways, ending diagonal and moving toward the upside. This is the ultimate bullish. Now, again, if this happens, the wave 5 should be shorter than the wave 3 because the wave 3 is shorter than the wave 1, meaning, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and very, very low possibility because the wave 2 is a triangle. But if this happened, well, there is 2 possibilities again as well. Because if this happens, it might be as well zigzag, X, W, X, and Y corrective. And that's why the possibility of being corrective here is still very, very possible and very optional because we don't have a wave 2. Yeah. If this move happens, double zigzag and an X in between as a bridge, which is perfect bridge, yeah, as for this scenario. Yeah, so this is the most bullish scenario / bearish because of course you're gonna finish anyway in 3 waves, and that because it cannot be a wave 2. Therefore, we might drop massively toward the downside. Because if we finish in W, X, and Y, therefore you are looking to take the low again. So these are the possibilities for the bullish. Now, small bearish scenario, small short bearish scenario is an ABC expanding flat at 1.38, 1.618, finishing whether an ending diagonal or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we take a closer look here at the scenario, we see a potential leading diagonal for wave 1, but not really clear. I see it more corrective rather than leading diagonal. And we might have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Yep, so this is what we might get, of course, in this case scenario. So, yeah, so these are the possibilities right now between bearish, bullish, or medium bullish, I would say, like going a little bit in ending diagonal, then moving down. If bearish here, you move up again, potentially this target, and then moving down again. If you move up and even much more bullish, it might end up short and of course moving down again. In all case scenarios, and again, because the start of this wave is not impulsive again, even if we see higher prices. You can go up correctively. It doesn't matter. Right? So these are the things. MG, welcome. Welcome, man. Finally, you could join the live stream. Welcome, bro. Nice to see you. Lucas, hello, KG. Possible to have Solana analysis? Well, with pleasure, bro. Of course. Solana, one of the mains. Here we go. So that was for BTC. We're still looking now for it. Let's take a look at SUI and finish the main analysis. And SUI, the main list, by the way. All right, so basically we're still very corrective for SUI. We're still looking for, well, the difference between SUI and Bitcoin. You are very clear that you reached the 1.618 in a leading diagonal 1, 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very confident impulse toward the upside. And in this case scenario, you're still corrective. You're looking, of course, for a correction and then continuation toward the upside for wave 5. Your wave 5 target are, of course, between this 1-to-1 fib level, 0.618, taken from the wave 1, based on the wave 3, giving us a wave 5 target, which it might be in confluence with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get, after we finish the correction here, we estimate, of course, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1, 2, 1.618 might be somewhere here, yeah, when you get 1, 2. And therefore, we get much precise our target. But currently, basically, this is the target for SUI. Currently, you're still in a correction. You did not finish this correction. Your correction might take a little bit longer time, because the time required here, by the way, this time is not the one that we want to measure. We have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. So this is an old one, I think. So the wave 2 is taken from here, by the way. Here we go. Yeah. And this is exactly the time required for wave 4. Minimum is 0.618, which is, yeah, very close tonight. Or it might be tomorrow. But basically, you finish 3 waves down, potentially 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you might see on the 1-hour chart a start of an impulse toward the downside for SUI. Let me check. Okay, we have A, B. Okay, it looks like finish kind of WXNY here. This is an impulse, yeah. Okay, A, B, and a C ending diagonal. Yeah, it can be ending diagonal truncated here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yeah, I believe this is finished. We start, of course, an impulse toward the downside potentially. Or one more low that would be nicer as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Would be nicer if we get one more high. Yeah, and then we move toward the downside. However, the direction is toward the downside. As you can see, you have a leading diagonal, so you have to be careful with it as well, by the way. Yeah, so you have to be careful from leading diagonals, guys, after an impulse, because, you know, leading diagonals, 70% means wave 1. Okay, 70% means wave 1. 30% goes for wave A, meaning zigzag, A or A, B, and a C. But if this is a wave 1, you can get an A, B, and a C expanding flat, wave 2, and then moving down. Okay, so we have to be careful from this. Target for this one in confluence, I would say. So keep this in mind. Just keep it in mind, guys, in case that this happened. Nobody knows. But basically, I would say based on this wave here, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is a finished impulse wave 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning it can be a zigzag, right? It can be a zigzag. Did we took the high? Okay, we took the high. Perfect. Yeah, so that is a little bit much more confirmation that you are much more possibility in a zigzag, and that means, of course, yeah. Now, because of this, and because you took the high, meaning there is no 1, 2 here. So I feel relieved right now. If this is not a 1, 2 because you took the high, that means, yeah, this might be invalidation of an impulse, meaning much more as a zigzag, and of course turning into 3 waves. And this brings much more relief, of course, for a just simply 3 waves down, 3 waves up, taking the 1-to-1 fib level in confluence at $3.2. Here we go. This is my target for SUI as a zigzag. Here we go. The 1-to-1 fib level in confluence between the 0.23 and 0.38. Cool. All right. And then after this, we're going to see, of course, a move toward the upside, blue box again in the top to be reanalyzed because, of course, from here, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Once we get the 1, 2, we estimate the wave 3. Then we estimate again the confluence between wave 5 and this big wave 5 as well. Yep, so these are the analysis for SUI. Missing too many of your live stream. No worries, bro. No worries. I mean, life is always full with stuff, so you might also be very busy. Yeah. So no worries, MG. Okay, bro. Yeah, TAO would be also interesting. Actually, I was putting TAO in the main list, but I thought, okay, give those guys some chance, some room, rather than just always having a main list. So here we go. TAO is there now. Yep. All right. And then what is next, guys? Next is FET. We forgot also to put the time here. So 25 right now for FET. I believe SUI we started 5 minutes ago, and BTC also 5 minutes ago. So at least put it at 15 minutes. So you still can find it at least, right? Here we go. So next is render. Render. Here we go. So for render, yeah, we're very corrective for render, obviously. And obviously we finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a beautiful impulse towards the upside, a very confident impulse where you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, very corrective wave for a wave 4, another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5. Currently, okay, I prefer this wave 5 here. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1, ABC for wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, ABC for wave 4, and then wave 5, wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is longer. Now this is a leading diagonal, but what we do with this one, this becomes longer than wave 5. Okay, interesting, but let me check. Always the fibs gives answer. Yeah, it cannot be, no. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no, there is no impulse. So no, sorry. We're gonna keep wave 5 here. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the wave 5 here. 1, 2, 3. And what if this is a wave 4 and wave 5 is not finished yet? Here comes the question. I'm just guys brainstorming. Today live stream is just to add additional time and to make sure that everything is 100%. 1, 2, and then 3. Now this is definitely corrective, and I'm wondering why it is very sideways, which is very wave 4 characteristic. What if we are in 1, 2, 3? This is your wave 4. Now based on the time, it is a huge, right? So basically on the time it is a huge, so therefore, and we are looking for wave 2. Why we're going so much sideways? Now I know that the render is very bullish, and of course is showing power, with this sideways. But yeah, that is some question marks. I hope that this doesn't turn into bearish. Why? Because, guys, one more leg toward the upside. By the way, yesterday someone asked me, is it possible to get one more leg? Yeah, of course, at the end you are corrective. But the problem, look what happens. When you get one more leg, everyone thinks, yeah, it's bullish. It's very beautiful. Then you get ABC again, ABC for zigzag with an X in between. You don't want to see one more leg towards the upside, actually. You want to see 3 corrective waves. Yeah, because it turns into WX and a Y. We don't want to destroy the impulse, right? That's the idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this is a very clear impulse for 5 waves. Internally, can I count this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, also questionable because but this is the shortest. Okay, this is the shortest. That's not also good. That means, of course, it has to be this, all of it, your wave 3. Otherwise, this becomes very shorter or equal to wave 1 if we start from here. Very critical price here, but this correction says that we're still looking for higher, guys. However, we're gonna take it from there. Look, guys, we always possibility. That's why there are probabilities. So if we take one more leg toward the upside, you get the probability of W, X, and a Y. So we're gonna leave this here as, of course, security, like just to always keep it in mind. W, X, and a Y. What if this happens? Okay. In case we move for something different a little bit, showing like, okay, this might turn into 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, something like this, a wave 5 here, and then moving for wave 2 to be retested here. So what I'm expecting, of course, a move toward the downside, whether from here, guys. But just to hit the wave 2. But in case we dive like very high, like this, and making an ABC 1-to-1 fib level with this one, that is not a good sign. That is a bigger sign that we're moving for a new low. Okay, so this just to let you know. These are the probabilities. Now, what happens if we move here higher just for one leg? It can be the probability 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing wave 1 and then moving for wave 2, continuation for the impulse. If we move directly, would be awesome, would be the perfect scenario, because you finished 1, 2, you're moving toward the upside. If we move higher, yeah, the probability goes 50-50 that we move toward the downside, okay? As a zigzag and another zigzag and an X in between, okay? So again, less is more, right? Less is more, okay? So because if you move for a lot here, you might take the low, guys, okay? This is the idea. Visley, TAO, yes, it's already on the list. Here we go. TAO is already there. All right, so that was for render, guys. So we finished the main list, and let's move, of course, with your special requests, all of it. All right, so let's start with WIF. It has been a long time for WIF, so let's see what's happening on WIF. All right, so for WIF, okay, wow, nice for WIF as well. Okay, we were expecting a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Obviously, it has unfold. Okay, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yeah, extended wave 5 here. Okay, I think it has been a long time, so I'm gonna make this. Okay, this is a wave 5 here. So we have already 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1. Wave 3 is short, and that's why you got an extended wave 5. Typical extended wave 5 impulse. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If you remember, this week for Bitcoin analysis, I mentioned like some channel mentioned that we are in a big wave 5 toward the upside, extended wave 5 for the bull run. Yeah, where we are right now in 1, 2, kind of like, and he expect like very extended. I mean, extended wave 5. This is what you would like to see. Okay, direct move toward the upside, towards the 2.618 fib level directly in one move. Like I would say, okay, it's gonna make some small waves, but it's gonna look like one leg. All right, finish wave 1, finished wave 2, and then we're moving even for higher. How much long it has been for WIF? We didn't analyze, obviously, from the chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're looking at a wave 3 almost finished. 5. And we didn't analyze it because you don't request for it, guys. Normally, you remind me with the comments, WIF, please, and with pleasure. So, finish wave 1, finish wave 2, wave 3 finished as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently, you are in wave 4. Here we go. All right, wave 4, impulse. And you're looking for wave 4 impulse, and you're looking at the, okay, hit 100% at a 0.23. Timing, did we finish or not? Higher potential that yes. we're talking here about the yellow scenario. Why I'm taking the wave 2, here we go. Higher potential that no, we didn't, because I was like comparing this with this one, and then I realized we are in a wave 4 yellow, meaning this wave 2 of course has to be compared, not the other one. And that means we are here in ABC potential inside of course this blue box for wave. Here we go, between 0.61, 0.55, potentially hitting this wave 4 in 3 waves, and then continuation toward the upside. Your target for wave 5 can be given as well so far as wave 5 over 1. So let's give it, maybe this will hold for 2 weeks at least in case we don't reanalyze. Your target is in this area, okay, for a wave 5 here. It's gonna be around 0.95 and 1.13. Very interesting. It might hit the $1 again for WIF. Very interesting, right? Yep, so these are the scenarios for WIF right now. I don't see any bearish. We already finished a structure, obviously. We finished all the structure down, and we're moving toward the upside. What is going to happen after wave 5? It is a wave 1. You finish wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again, continuation toward the upside. Yep. In a bigger view, nice question, Danny. So if we have here a finished impulse, you have to consider, because you are in A, B, and a C. You're looking for this wave C. This is a nice start impulse for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C. Yeah. Your major targets for this wave C, let me check. This is a regular flat, by the way. Here we go. $14, $17 as well. Don't forget the Y. Don't forget the Y. Of course, there is no just one scenario toward the upside. We're not moon boys, right? So, because it is a regular flat, ABC 3 ways up, 3 ways down, potentially, because you're looking at a potential impulse, don't forget the zigzag scenario for a wave Y, which is not necessarily to take the high. Okay, so we can analyze the target for a wave 5 after finishing a wave A, which is the main impulse wave 5 here, and then the wave 2 or a wave B, then we get the 1-to-1 fib level, and we analyze exactly at this area. It's a crossroad. Very simple. Okay, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, this can be a minimum target if you finish an impulse. Don't forget, we still have, before thinking also very, very far, we still have the 4 and a 5. We did not confirm an impulse yet. Yeah, nobody knows. It might turn into an extended wave C. Nobody knows, so be careful. All right, so most welcome, Danny, for with Andreas. Can you watch XLM? Well, I watch it. I can't, bro, but I can just analyze it if you want. Here we go. All right, so XLM is in, and you're welcome, bro. Definitely. Virtual. Here we go. So for virtual, we have this move toward the upside. Yeah. Virtual, we are in a wave 3 potentially, or in a wave A definitely, where you have a 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4. Obviously, that this can be an impulse as well. Be careful, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, because you finished also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to be careful with it. Okay, so with this virtual side, in case, don't think just bullish in one direction the whole time. Always consider the bearish. So what if we are in A, B, and a C toward the downside? Okay, now internally we see impulse toward the upside, so that's good signal, but you still need, of course, continuation for a wave 4 and a 5. Before getting the 4 and a 5, complete impulse 5 ways up, you would like to have 3 ways down, continuation, breaking the high, and of course, therefore, you start to think very, very bullish for even higher prices. Okay, so basically, we are still in the good path toward the upside. You have, of course, rather than considering this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, we can consider this double zigzags and having an X in between here. Okay, so in this case, you are corrective with this downtrend, and then you're moving right now impulsively. Confirmation is getting 4 and a 5. Very simple. Once you confirm the 4 and a 5, you have confirmed the trend reversal and direction, yeah, toward the upside. This is the idea. Once you get an impulse, the impulse always identify the direction of the trend. If the impulse is toward the upside, meaning of course you're looking for higher. Now, what was the question, bro? I forgot about it. Okay. After the first big wave 1 is completed, will be following wave 2 and 3 towards it. Wow, okay, I already answered the question then. Yeah, of course, this is exactly what you're seeking for, to finish an impulse toward the upside and then moving for higher, because again, you confirmed the trend, meaning you will not take the low anymore, right? So this is the idea. So I think that your questions was answered here. Now your target for a wave 5, in case we don't in case you finish wave 4 this week, and because I don't do videos for virtual normally, so here we go. This is your wave 5 potential target between the 1.5 and 1.79. Okay, so yeah, so these are the scenarios for virtual. Cool. Again, I forget always to add the time. So let's say 37. And I believe this width, we started at 30. Okay, or 32. All right. And now SPX 6000. We're gonna do 42. Here we go. All right. So SPX 6900. SPX 6900. Here we go. We have, all right. I think this is very bullish, right? Yes. Yeah, it looks bullish. It looks inside an impulse where you have potentially 1, 2, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now in this area, you're still looking for. Sorry, you're still looking for. I think it has been hit already. Okay, it has passed the 0.23, so minimum requirement is already there. We are estimating what if we have even lower. And you have to estimate what if you have A, B, and a C finished and you're looking toward the upside. What if this is a wave 3 in one single move for higher here? Yeah? Meaning if we move inside it, let's move on the 4-hour chart to see this much clearer. Okay, that's why I put the wave 3 here. Okay, so inside it, it's very hard to see the wave 4 here. Let me check. 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, what if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? Wave 5, then you get your wave 3, wave 1. What is wrong with this? Your wave 3 is the shortest between both wave 5 and your wave 1 invalidation. Because your wave 5 is here, your wave 3 is here, your wave 1 is here. Obviously, this is the shortest, right? Not good. So therefore, you would like to see your wave 3 definitely here finished, but your wave 4 is incredible long in time. 1, 2, 3, even it doesn't look really impulsive. Yeah, I mean, this is an impulse, but after A, B, and a C. There is something wrong in this move toward the upside, by the way. Even you can see it from the daily. You can see it from the daily. It looks a little bit not really, but what if this time is considered for this wave too? But yeah, then you want to see, okay, let's keep it like this, guys. And this is the highest possibility, by the way. This is the highest possibility where you have finished a wave 3, because here it is impossible inside it. It is 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. Now this, I don't like it so much, but still in a way can be, 5 ways up. It can be diagonal, it can be expanding diagonal, which is a little bit, a little bit creepy, I would say. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave A, and that's why I'm looking for a wave B and a C. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so basically I'm looking for a wave 4. Is the time is equal? I think yes. This is the time that you would like to see. In Confluence, you have the 1-to-1 fib level, by the way, for an ABC with a wave 4. Potentially, you might visit the 0.5, 0.11 cent, and then moving toward the upside for a bigger 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because what you are unfolding right now is the main wave 3. Yeah, but of course, it should apply the same rule, everything inside it internally as well, even if it is micro, right? So basically, you're looking for a main wave 3 and then 4 and a 5, of course. Of course, this is gonna be much more bigger in time, something like this. Okay, and of course, until we come to that time, I do it much more precise. But basically, this is what we are looking for. Yeah, and then you might have finished wave 1 here, 3, 4, and a 5 for later. Those are coming later, all of them. But basically, you want to see if it is a wave 1 or a wave A once you finish this impulse. Cool. Next, SPX was done. Plume. 46. Okay. Plume. USD. Oh, we did this before. All right. I don't know how I accept it, but yeah. Man, what a chart, guys. Very sideways. Okay, so I mean, obviously it is a triangle sideways here. You're in a formation of W potentially, or X and a Y, or you are with this move toward the upside here as a wave A, B, and a C. Okay, because the only wave allowed to be a wave, a triangle here is a wave B, and you're looking at 1, 2, but you would like to see a move toward the upside. This is not a good signal. Okay, if this is moving sideways, you're going into W, X, and a Y. Very simple. Okay. Yeah. So potentially, let's add this, by the way. It can be like this: W, X, and a Y, by the way. Here we go. Yep. This is your scenario for, yeah. I'm going to remove this unnecessarily. So you have here potentially, yeah, finished whatever you finished here. It's a sideways correction. It can be W, X, and a Y triangle, but consider it also as just one triangle, A, B, C, D, E. And then you have a W potentially finished here, like this, W, X, and a Y. Your X might be, of course, a zigzag, and then a wave Y. It can be anything, can be more sideways. What a boring chart. Guys, just pick nice charts. Just pick impulses. Right? This is what you want to see. Impulses always. All right, so that was for Plume. WLD. Okay. Let's pick the all-time history, potentially crypto.com. I believe not. This is July 2023, WLD. Maxi. Where is Maxi? Here we go, WLD. Also 23 June, okay. USD, who has much more? Normally Maxi and crypto.com are the oldest. KuCoin has a little bit more. Okay. Not looking good, guys. That's not good. I mean, okay, if you find the all-time history, what's going on here, if there is an impulse here, please tell me, give me the platform, otherwise I cannot analyze this one, guys. Sorry. So that was at 48. Even if we did not analyze, I mean, the message was delivered. All right, so near. Okay. All right, for near, we have we saw, of course, some move toward the upside. Very nice. In near, we have several scenarios in a bigger view. Of course, we have a 3 ways toward the upside, which is not really nice because you know me, I love to see impulses in the beginning, but it's fine. 3 ways up, 3 ways down. You see right now an impulse toward the upside again, which it might be, of course, your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is a zigzag for one more leg, impulsive toward the upside, meaning in both case scenario, whether you are in a wave C as ABC, or if you are in a wave Y as a W, X, and a Y, both case scenario require an impulse toward the upside. Because to finish a zigzag, you need an impulse wave C, and to finish a wave C, you need a bigger impulse, of course, toward the upside. And that means, of course, that would be currently, it would be nice a chart to trade with. No financial advice, but basically it looks a great opportunity as well. So on the 4-hour chart, we have started to see this impulse unfolding toward the upside, knowing that it is a very weird, not a very rare case scenario where you see, of course, a wave 2 reaching the 0.886 and even very close to the low. Fahim, yes. Oh my God, yeah, we skipped FET. We're gonna do FET next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, I don't like it as well. Wave 4 interfered potentially with the zone 1. But what can I do? Yeah, some deviation sometimes can. Yeah, I have to take it a little bit easy here with the chart. But basically, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ways up. Very rare case scenario wave 2, and also almost the wave 4 hit the wave 1. And therefore, 1, 2, 3 has given, and that's why I'm still considering this as a wave 1. What can I do, guys? I cannot take it that it's not impulsive. It is a wave 3. You hit the 1.618. Very high potential, unless this will still, of course, transform into an A, B, and a C. If the things are going to be like 100% true that here are mistaken, this is not an impulse, and this is an A, B, and a C. So meaning 3 ways up, and then you're looking correction and then impulse. So here we go. The ABC are still there, always are there. Okay. Yes, FET is coming next, guys. Welcome, Dan. Welcome to the live stream, bro. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 not interfering with the 1. And currently, you are looking for a main wave 4 as expected. Your wave 4 time is gonna need a reason time. So we're still looking for it. And potentially, you're looking here. Let's move inside it to see this correction. Yes, impulse. Here we go. Basically, it's gonna be a deep correction, A, B, and a C. All right, this is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave A, B, and a C. In case you are bearish, you're gonna move toward the downside. Invalidation is, of course, this target. Here we go. Invalidation of a bullish. And here we go. All right, so that was for near. Watch these price actions. Watch the blue zone that we are going to hit in ABC potentially, and then moving toward the upside. Yep, so that was for near. Okay, so 50 minutes, and we're jumping to FET. I was wondering how I put even. It's messed up, guys. It is messed up. Here we go. FET at 54. Okay. All right. So FET. Here we go. All right. Let's see this giant right now. So for FET, we are looking for several bullish scenarios, right? We have a lot of huge bullish scenarios, 3 against 1, meaning 3 bullish against 1 bearish, which is very low possibility. And in probabilities, the bullish are winners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside explosive wave 3 after double 1, 2s. Final one, 3 ways up finished. You finish 3 ways down as a corrective, and you're still looking for a wave C toward the upside. Those are very 3 bullish scenario, very bullish, meaning all of them are looking to take the all-time high, all of them. Meaning any one of them is unfolding is gonna take the all-time high. The bearish scenario is that you have 3 waves up here, potentially. That is a bigger one, but yeah. Let's say you have an A, 3 ways up, you're looking for a wave B, and then you have potentially here, let's say, A double 1, 2. You're gonna have another wave 2 here, and then moving toward the downside. Now, since we are looking at an impulse, very giant impulse, your wave 2, okay, can still be a zigzag, right? So you're looking at least for this scenario, at least in FET, in case we are bearish. If this crossroad will be overshooted, then you continue with any of the 3 bullish scenario toward the upside. 1-to-1 fib level is your signal. Yep, so these are the things. By the way, I think we did not even finish the impulse that we are looking at on the 1-hour chart. Let's move to it. Did we finish the impulse? Wave 3. We are still in a wave 3, guys. We hit the 1.27. That's really nice to see. So we can put our hands, we call it, it's an idea, we can put our hands in the cold water to relax. Yeah, so 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, and that means you hit at least the wave 3 in 1.27. Having a wave 4 right now, we're moving for it. We're gonna dive deeper, and then moving for a wave 5, finishing an impulse. If we get this very nicely, you are ahead, of course, for at least minimum as a zigzag in double time. The same impulse is gonna repeat. Then crossroad for bearish, which is very low possibility, or bullish at 1-to-1 fib level. Yep, so therefore we still, of course, have a lot to say that we are very bullish, but the potential is very bullish for FET. Okay, so basically we are looking right now at the following scenario where we have finished 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. A, B, and a C. Which one is the lowest? Okay, that's true. This is the lowest. I see 3 waves here. I think the wave 2 is here, by the way. Even if it is, this is a WX and a Y, signal of strength, not taking the low. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave. Here we go. Finished wave 5. Yeah, finished wave 3 and wave C, potentially, of course, because if extended. And that's why always be careful. Yeah. All right, targets. We set targets. So we are in a wave 4. Since we have topped for a wave 3 here, that would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, yeah. Wave 4. Okay, this is our wave 4. Nothing is, here we go, yeah, 0.23. And then wave 2, we're looking at a wave 2 is this one. Okay, blue box is between 0.23 and 0.38. Yeah, you want to see this, it looks like. Now let's analyze this character of this correction, what it might be. It looks like impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your first zigzag, A, B, and a C, but obviously you will not reach the minimum time and the minimum fib level yet. And that means you're not done yet, of course. And this is gonna be 3 waves down, okay? 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It can be faster, of course. Yeah, so 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, and it can take longer time. Don't forget, it can reach, normally wave 4 want to surpass the 1-to-1 fib level, and preferably the double time sometimes. Yeah, so don't forget, it can take longer time. Yeah, it can transform here anything your wave B. It can be expanding flat, by the way, moving up and then moving down very, very aggressively for a wave C. Everything is possible in correction, therefore always be careful when trading a correction. Preferably never trade it. If you go to educational videos, you will see that I always say never trade correction, especially waves B. Wave B are the most. Ricky, morning, bro. AAVE. Yeah, nice to take a look at AAVE. Let's take a look at AAVE. And everything else, guys, will be in case we have more time. Okay. All right. Okay. Mr. Z. What is Cotimate? I don't know what you mean, bro. Cotimate? Do you mean a crypto called Coti? Yeah. Okay. Is this what you mean? Please confirm. All right. So, okay, ONDO. ONDO. Oh my God. ONDO. All right, ONDO. For ONDO, we're looking at the following scenarios. So we have a 1-2, and we're still looking for higher here on the 15-minute chart. We saw it yesterday, I remember. And then we have a wave 2. Of course, potentially it can be not finished yet, so we have to be careful with it. Because in case you did not finish this, let me just arrange all of it, by the way. Let's put this in the 4-hour chart. Here we go. So basically, we are looking at an impulse wave 1, and then you're looking at a wave 2, potentially finished. It can be finished, by the way, wave 2 here. Or potentially you're looking for a bigger A, B, and a C here. Yeah, so a bigger A, B, C meaning, of course, a longer bearish scenario. A, B, and a C. And that because you see here 1, 2, and then 3. Currently, you are in the wave 4. You did not reach yet any invalidation for this bearish scenario. However, of course, invalidation of bearish here. So you would like to take this price in case you are bullish. You would like to take this price at 1.1. Now, another possible scenario is, of course, W. You have an X in between, and you have a finished Y, of course, as a zigzag as well. In this case, you have bottomed exactly here, potentially showing power again without taking the low, and start to move impulsively toward the upside. Psychology again. Yeah, so this is what does it mean if you don't take the low correctively, because you are still corrective, potentially. Or 1-2, but your wave 2 took the 886, meaning, yeah, it can be even ending diagonal. What if you have an A, B, and a C? Let's add this scenario, by the way. Here we go, new scenario, B and a C. Just because of the 0.886 here, it has opened a possible new scenario. All right, so ABC, which it might possibly finish in ending diagonal, right? As a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. There we go. Yep. So, meaning A, wave B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave C, ending diagonal. Cool. In this case scenario, you're looking, of course, for an impulse. Why? Because you started already potentially in an impulse or a zigzag as well. Okay, no. Yeah, it's a zigzag, guys. So if we have a wave 2 here, and this is your wave 1, you have an A, 3 waves up, B, and a C. And this might be your zigzag here, kind of, for a wave 1. And you're looking for a corrective wave, W, X, and a Y. And now you're looking for another zigzag for a wave 3. Yeah. So we're gonna see. All right, so we're gonna see, guys. But basically, one of these scenarios, MG, sorry, bro. I mean, I don't like to do it. You know, I'm German. Sorry, bro. All right, so we have in the 1 hour chart, of course, we have the following scenarios. So we have the following scenarios. We have an A, B, and a C. Right? So we might have, of course, still a 1-to-1 fib level here. We are under it, and we're still a little bit bearish, guys. And don't forget, of course, the big scenario that in case you are impulsive from the top, you would like to see, of course, the invalidation. Meaning, in ONDO, you cannot yet think to be very bullish until at least you pass the 1-to-1 fib level. Thank you, MG. Thank you, bro, for understanding, man. I don't like to you know, I mean, everyone is waiting, I think, for their own requests, so it would not be nice as well for them. Thank you, bro, for understanding. So, yeah, that was for ONDO, guys. Here we go. All right. BONK. Let's see, BONK. Mish, welcome to the live stream, bro. Let's see, BONK. All right. So for BONK, we never did this. Copy. Yes. All right, Mr. Z, Koti is in. We're gonna see what is that. All right, so we never did a BONK before, guys. BONK. Yeah, it looks like we never did it. But I remember one time we did this. No. Okay, BONK. All right, let's start with the crypto.com. It looks like a little bit the all-time history. If I'm not mistaken, please tell me where we can find an all-time history for BONK. Here we go. Finally. All right, BONK. It's on MaxC. All right, so 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. For BONK, we are looking at an impulse probably toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, W, X, and a Y finished, and you're looking for higher, finished exactly in the blue box as expected. I think, how many? When was it? In March, okay, last month. All right, so basically, we have hit it. Now, currently, we're looking for higher, so yeah, obviously, it has been a long time. Okay, we were looking for 1, 2 here. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we need to organize this. But let's check, of course, if we have a leading diagonal actually here, definitely for a wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 2, and then you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, short wave 3. Here we go. Then you got the wave 4, and you got your wave 5. Okay, here we go, adjusted. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 internally, and you're looking for wave 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially can be finished even here, kind of like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so your wave 1 is low here. So no invalidation. Perfect. Okay, so definitely you have a wave 1. This is the idea. If we have a wave 1 here, we are looking for a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, and if this has passed the 1-to-1 fib level, we need to check. Yeah, definitely you passed the 1-to-1 fib level, even you reach the 1.618, so that is a perfect impulse, guys. Okay, so everything looking great so far, until of course we make sure that we get a wave 4. By the way, this impulse is not finished yet. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you have double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me zoom in. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Yes, perfect. So you have in major 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. So, okay, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning this is your wave 1, 2, and okay, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your major impulse. So, did we finish this wave 3? Leading diagonal, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, we have to start from here. This is your wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. Your wave 4 is longer than wave 2. But this is a zigzag, definitely. Correction. Okay, it might be. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Sorry, guys, I try to a little bit focus on counting the things in heart. Sometimes it makes much more sense. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then ABC for a wave 2, and you're looking for higher. Okay, so we have basically 1, 2, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. Yes, finished. Finally. Okay, we got an answer. All right, so we finished a wave 3 here internally. You're looking at a wave 4 internally. All right, so basically 1, 2, and then wave 3 has finished, and now you're looking for this wave 4. This wave 4 here, sorry, this one. Let's put it in white, by the way. All right, so no, sorry, this one should be in white. White brackets. Okay, 1, 2. We're looking for a bigger wave 3 later on, right? But first, we need to finish this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning right now, potentially you finished a wave 4. Finally, we got a result, guys. All right, so now you know how much it takes time each chart when you start like from the beginning from it. Yeah, you have to check everything and so on. As you can see, you have passed the double time. Exactly at the double time right now, and it start to move toward the upside. So potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the 15-minute chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I can confirm almost that this might be a continuation toward the upside as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If you don't see this, therefore it is a deeper correction, but you have to be careful. If you get a deeper correction, yeah, it might start to show some weakness, okay? And be careful, you are in a wave 3, meaning it can be an extended wave C, okay? Highest amount of volume on the wave 3 confirmation. Oopsie. Sorry, guys, I dropped my cup of water. Very nice. No worries. So, as you can see, high amount of volume on the wave 3. So, basically this is a confirmation that you hit the 1.618 as a wave 3. And in this case scenario, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the upside. Yep, so if you see weakness and continuation for lower, that is not a good sign. Because currently you are in this wave 4 of a wave 2. Okay, so the time has passed. I would say double time has passed. You would like to see continuation. If not, you have to reconsider what is going on. All right. Targets basically for a wave 4 also has been reached, the 0.23. You're looking right now for the 0.38 potentially, meaning A, B, and a C, and then continuation toward the upside. Yep. So this is a BONK right now, and the targets potentially for the bearish are this. Invalidation of bullish, taking this price. Very simple. Invalidation of bullish. Okay. Here we go. So if you take this price, there is no bullish scenario anymore. Yep. Yep. That was it for BONK. HKG, what's happening? Nothing, Roj. I just dropped my bottle of water. Not so much water also. All good. Yep, so basically that was for BONK. I think we start BONK at 1:10, 1 hour, 10 minutes. All right. Yep, so these are the things. VET, let's see, VeChain. All right, so VET USD. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. All right, so we have potentially extended wave 5 here on VET. We are looking for this wave 5. Here we go. Finally, I think we have analyzed it before, and we were looking for this scenario wave 5. Perfect hit in the fib level. Perfect hit. So basically, the target are hit. Currently, we're looking for a wave 2, right? And then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Yep, so you finished an impulse for VeChain. Very nice impulsive wave. And we're looking here for a potential wave 2. Guys, as you might have realized, a lot of altcoin finished an impulse while Bitcoin is still 3 waves under the 1-to-1 fib level. And that is a signal of an alt season, as of course we said in the alt season video. And yeah, so but be careful where you might still have a potential ABC. Even here, the formation of this or the structure of those waves still look 3 waves as well. Yeah, so you have to also be careful with it. Always keep it in mind, even if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished wave 3. Wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1, so it's a perfect impulse as well. At the same time, it looks like 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Perfect ABC. Right, so you have to also be careful. We're gonna keep this also just in mind, so never get blinded with just some moves toward the upside, guys. Yeah, so always keep both scenarios. Here we go. Then after 3 waves up, you're looking for 3 waves down, potentially for a wave B here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But what does it mean? It does mean that you are in a bigger corrective wave and you're continuing the trend toward the downside. Okay. In case you are impulsive, you would like to see this 1, 2, and a wave 3. And this time the wave 3 has to reach the 1.618. Yeah. Taken from the 1 to the 2. But we cannot have it yet. We have to check the wave 2. The wave 2 should be, of course, between minimum target 0.38 and here we go. Wave 2 time might be exactly here. Okay, this was VET. All right. Shafi, thanks for SUI. KG will join you for the stocks later. Yes, of course. Welcome, Shafi. Welcome, brother. Yes, we have also a live stream for the stocks later tonight. Therefore, we're gonna pass very fast by all of these coins, guys. I need to get some rest and prepare as well for the live stream for the stocks later on. So at 1:15 minutes. All right, let's see JASMY. All right, JASMY, let's start the turbo on right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're looking for a wave 5. Potentially, we have finished this wave 5 nicely in the blue box, and we're looking right now towards the downside. As I remind you always, when you simply take the high, this is a risk when you trade a wave 5. When you take the high of a wave 3, it is also not very necessarily to take the 0.618. Simply taking the high in 5 waves, ending diagonal can be much more than possible to finish a wave 5. Okay, that's why. All right, so we're moving toward the downside potentially for a wave 2 here, right, for JASMY. And basically, we are looking here at the following scenario for this. I think MT asked for JASMY. Here we go. So we're looking for a wave 2. Now, minimum requirement, by the way, for a wave 2 can be 0.38. Yeah, so it can be between this scenario. Invalidation, we don't have it. We finished the impulse anyway, so we don't need it. Here we go. This also, we don't need it anymore. All right. These are your targets. ABC towards the downside, of course, you need a zigzag. Obviously, you start with an impulse, B and a C. Okay, that was for JASMY. 1 hour, 19 minutes. Okay, and now POPCAT. Let's take a look at POPCAT, 1 hour 22. All right, so POPCAT. Okay, yeah, in POPCAT, of course, you know, we're looking for ABC toward the here as a flat. Wave C would like to hit the 1-to-1 fib level, or you're looking at W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is 3 waves. Yeah, and that means you start with 3 waves in case you start to move toward the downside right now. That means you finished a zigzag, and you might finish 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave Y. A, B, and a C. Okay, inside it, we're looking at the following. We have A, B, and a C, much higher possibility of wave B because of the triangle. And then, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who, but thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 hit 1-to-1 fib level and finished, of course, a zigzag. So basically, you're moving, for a correction right now, and then continuation for an impulse, probably. Yeah. That was for POPCAT as well. All right. Now Solana. Let's see Solana. What are the possibilities for Solana 24? Okay, so Solana. What are the possibilities? Okay, we have WX and Y. Well, directly, I check what did we reach. Did we finish an impulse? Yes, we finished an impulse here. Okay, why there are many stuff? Let me just clean up a little bit. It's too much. Remove this one. Okay. And okay, so we were looking for the 5. Yeah, those are target of a wave 5 has been hit. No need for it anymore. We hit wave 5, wave 1, or possibly WX and a Y. Yeah, always keep it in mind. Or a wave A, yes. And that means, of course, you might finish here a 1, 2, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C. 3 waves corrective for a wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. So this can still be written as 3 waves toward the upside. Be careful. It can be written as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is where the trick comes, guys. Imagine you can count a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, wave 4 not invalidated, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So perfect impulse. But at the same time, you can call A, B, and a C for 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning bigger A, B, C as a zigzag. This is very corrective. You're gonna take the low. The other is very bullish. You're gonna just look for a wave 2 and then moving towards the upside. Meaning, the answer for the question is in this area. Are we gonna retrace up for after a wave 2, or are we gonna break this towards the downside? Yes, so these are the possibility. Currently, the problem that you are looking at and in 5 ways toward the downside. You are looking at it right now. So that means it is an open scenario for lower prices, definitely. Can be. Before the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal, which is normally 70%, can be a wave 1 for an impulse. So be careful. Or it can be an A, B, and a C toward the downside, continuation for higher. Okay? But preferably, right now, that you hit at least, wow, what is that target? That is an old one, sorry guys. At least you want to reach the 0.38. This one, okay? Which is at 129, right? Minimum target. And this can be reached through, of course, an A, B, and a C zigzag, or it can be after the zigzag, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave A, B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for deeper wave 2. Okay. Now, here is, of course, the test for Solana. If you move like this very deep, when it comes here for 1-to-1 fib level, for example, you're gonna have to test it because it is also very close to the 886. If you break the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning this is transforming to a 3 after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so these are the testing for Solana. But basically, of course, you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be wave 2, 3, continuation toward the upside. Don't forget, even this can turn into A, B, and a C as well. Still can be as well bearish. So guys, what I'm saying that the price action has always some tests to be watched, of course. That is nothing like straightforward, we are bullish right now, you know? All right, so TAO, let's take a look at a quick view at TAO. Mohammed, sorry bro, we don't have any more time. Sorry bro, for AI. Maybe next time, bro, we're gonna do it. So TAO. All right. For TAO, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're looking for the wave 4. Now, okay, you see, of course, you're still under the 1.27, which is minimum requirement for a wave 3. Therefore, I cannot still yet claim that we are in a wave 3 unless we take this fib level, right? 395. Once you take it, obviously, you might be in a correction. It might be deeper, but yeah, basically, we can still get it. In case we don't, therefore, yeah, we are corrective, guys. Very simple. Your target as a potential correction taken from, okay, this is an old scenario. Let's remove it. Okay. This one also almost finished. Oh no, this should stay. Okay, sorry. This is your invalidation. It should stay. All right, so basically, because if your wave 4, let's say, I mean, it's not wave 3 anyway yet. It still need, of course, one more high to say this is a wave 3. And then we start to look for this invalidation. Okay. But basically your wave invalidation should be here in the top this time. Here we go. That is the difference, I think, for TAO. Yep, basically this is what I'm looking for. Everything else is, of course, right now to be tested. Guys, it can be corrective, meaning bearish, like corrective and moving for higher, can be still, of course, bullish. But if we move down, you hit this, therefore it's done. Okay, it's not possible. All right, XLM. All right, let's see XLM, USD, crypto, right? Okay, what do we have with XLM? We were looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we passed even the blue zone. The blue zone is even deeper. Okay, let's remove it. We just touch it. Here we go. Let's keep only this. All right. Basically, you went very deep for a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a problem with XLM. You cannot really, it's really very massive trend. Therefore, your invalidation is so far from it, and that's where the risk. Here comes the risk. Now, are we in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Leading diagonal ABC for a wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidated. But you have double diagonals. Okay. Very rare case scenario. Very rare case scenario to see an A, B, and a C as ending diagonals, both the A and the C. Yeah, you have ending diagonal for A, ABC for correction in a wave B, and potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for another wave C. Unless wave 3 is never, by the way, is never an ending diagonal. Can never be. Okay. Your wave 3 should always be an impulse. Now this is an impulse. Wave 5 is extended. Wave 4 interfering with zone 1. So corrective at the end, still corrective. It might be W, X, and a Y. Still looking potentially for lower. Currently, you're looking at a potential impulse toward the upside if we dive inside it. Definitely a leading diagonal for wave 1. 1, and then 2, and then 1, 2. All right, bad impulse as well. Very overlapping. 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 is impossible, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Your wave 3 looking like an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A wave 3 cannot be ending diagonal, meaning A, B, and a C potentially you are looking at, or A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Meaning this is an ABC. Meaning you're still corrective, W, X, and a Y, because this is an ABC 3 waves. This can be 3 waves as well, and then you're moving in an X moving down. Okay. And that means in a bigger view, you might be still looking for lower in a, as we said, W, X, and a Y, bigger one, in double zigzags. Here we go, with an X in between. All right. XLM, that was it. 1 hour 30. AAVE and COTI, and we finished the live stream, guys. AAVE is interesting, by the way. AAVE, we're looking in a bigger overview. If we take a look here, we have the following scenarios. Very strong bullish trend as an impulse, wave 1. Finish, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are in a wave 1. And currently, you're looking for a potential sideways triangle, which it can unfold an ABC zigzag only, meaning A, B, and a C toward the upside. Why? Because wave 2 is not allowed to be a triangle in case we are in a triangle. Wave V only is allowed to be, of course, a triangle unless you unfold an A, B, and a C toward the downside, hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, passing the 0.38, which is the minimum requirement for wave 2. So, two scenarios, A, B, C, D, and a E, continuation for wave C, or A, B, and a C, impulse wave 3 toward the upside. There is no such an impulse without paying the cost, right? Moving toward the downside. This is trading. Currently insided, meaning, I don't know if it is really necessarily, but obviously you're still looking in both case scenarios for lower. A, B, C, D, and a E. A, B, and a C, you're still looking for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Obviously, both case scenarios are requiring lower prices. Inside it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Did we pass the 1-to-1 fib level? Are we corrective or impulsive? Let's see after this leading diagonal. Yeah, you're still very corrective. Yeah, you just hit the 1-to-1 fib level and, of course, retraced toward the downside. Overshooted a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Also, no leading diagonal, wave 3 longer than wave 1, meaning potentially higher potential. You are in A, B, and a C. I cannot put a wave 3 there. You did not reach yet the 1.7. Let me check. Yeah, we didn't. Here we go. Once you check this, therefore, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, the bigger trend and the lower trend are toward the downside. And it might be for many altcoins, guys. It's not just AAVE. So be careful. We're not very bullish for all the coins. I always say each chart by chart. Okay, the last one, guys. We have Coty. I hope that it is something nice. Yeah, this is what I expect. All right, Maxi. Okay, man, I don't like the chart. I'm sorry. It looks very choppy. Now, okay, let's take this one. I'm just gonna give you a very quick overview. 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidated. Okay, so you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 expanding diagonal. Very rare case scenario. A, B, and a C is the only case scenario. 3 ways up, 3 ways down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation. Okay. Therefore, A, B, C finished here, meaning, of course, you start corrective with the chart, you continue corrective, meaning A, B, and a C as well, W, X, and a Y. Okay, this is your scenario. W, very sideways X, obviously, and you're looking for the Y, finished as a zigzag, and currently, you are looking right now for 3 ways up, invalidation, no impulse, A, B, B, and a C. Okay, so this is the possibilities right now, A, B, and a C, right? Meaning you're looking at 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, bigger W, X, and a Y. W, X, and a Y potentially. And yeah. Let's put it in blue. All right, this is for Coty. All right, marked. Targets 1-to-1 fib level for a regular flat. You might not take this high so far. Wave C, regular flat. These are your targets for a wave C. You would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, that was it for the live stream, guys. Thank you for being here. I wish you a nice rest of the weekend and enjoy the time, of course. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one.